We're so glad as always to have Abby Sweet here with us from Purdue Extension, and today we're talking about blight. So first of all, what is it and what do people need to know about it?
Yeah, so I've had a few calls and questions with all this wet and warm weather. People are experiencing early blight in their home gardens, which infects tomato plants and potato plants. So what they'll be seeing, especially when thinking about tomato plants, and that's what I've mainly got called about, it starts from the bottom of the plant and works its way up, and it starts as little brown spots on the leaves because it affects only the foliage, sometimes the stems. It then turns the leaf yellow and then turns it brown, and they eventually drop off. So what you want to do is pick off those infected leaves as soon as you see any kind of brown spots on your leaves. It's a good idea to pick those off and also go and get a fungicide application from any of your gardening centers and apply that to your plant every 10 to 14 days.
So is there ever a point where the blight has just become too big of a problem that you're going to have to start from scratch?
Yeah, so when it becomes too big of a problem, it's best just to remove the plant and dispose of it because it can stay and overwinter in the soil and in the diseased plants. So you want to get rid of those leaves that you picked off or the diseased plants so it doesn't carry over to the next year, because it can do that as well.
Well, and how big of a problem is this, especially in this area this time of year?
Yeah, so it's brought on by warm and wet weather, which we have definitely had, and so a lot of people are starting to see it affect their tomato plants. And so in the future, what you want to do is make sure that there's plenty of space between your plants, kind of minimal of 2 feet between different cages of plants. Just good airflow you want through your plants, so good air circulation. Pruning any excessive leaves or stems would be great as well.
People want to get more information about fighting blight or anything involving Purdue Extension. What's the best way to do that?
They can call the office. The number is 812-462-3371 and talk to me, and I can either schedule a home visit with them or they can bring me in a sample and we can go from there.
As always, very informative. Thank you so much, Abby.
Thank you.
Stay with us. Newsstand will be right back.